It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it comes your way next.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go in Cincinnati. On the return, here's Chris Evans. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, the timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Starting the drive with a give to Moss. He's contained at the line for no gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Burrow setting up the play action. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Running on 2nd with Moss. He's out in the clear. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Now Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Higgins makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
I know technically, Kate, that Bo Nix is a rookie. But, geez, watching him perform over 61 starts, 5 years of college football. This is a grown-up. This is an adult the Broncos are getting. So much experience, and he's going to be able to handle such a deep playbook for these Broncos.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Nix starting with a pass. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He'll cobble together a yard there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On third down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On target to his man Higgins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow to the air now. It is caught left side. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Finds his man Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Off the option, here's Moss. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bengals break the tie here in the 1st. Zach Moss, the touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Cut by Sutton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Trying again following the sack. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Nix from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So that brings up second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long. They'll throw again. Nix. He has the first over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Nix. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Travion Williams now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Bengals are getting the ball back as Zach Moss runs out there. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, it's Moss. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Sent down by Cody Barton. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down, another run by Moss. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's going to push one deep down the road. He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. T. Higgins the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. Dulcich hauls it in. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Play action with Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game records. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Broncos looking at a punt on fourth down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Bengals football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Moss gets it from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Burrow setting up the play action. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, Burrow to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Running out of the gun with Moss. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Broncos, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. From the 24. Cut by Sutton. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Completed to Sutton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the move. He's running with it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain. They're now set for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now. Pass complete to Dulcich. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock Martin, the touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. Throw complete to Williams. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down, ball at the 36. They go with Williams on the counter. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up first and 10. Nix off the play action. And he's got it, but didn't stay in bounds. Oh, hold on. There's a flag on the field, though. Let's listen. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Slot man in motion right. They'll run here following the penalty. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets them a yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Nix. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They've got first down from the 31. Burrow from the gun. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completes this one to Chase. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That tackle by Levi Wallace.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Give to Williams from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Nick's looking to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Throwing from the gun here. This is complete to Patrick. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On second down, it's Williams again. And they had that one contained right at the line. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long. Nick's from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Burrow to the air now. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Sent down by Cody Barton. Only 1 yard on the run. They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat, Brock, on this 3rd and very long. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now Burrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Spread the field and send them all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals lead by 15 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end. All
plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix now to throw. Completed to Sutton. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Throw complete to Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Dulcich hauls it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 37. Hits him on the out route. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectiveness.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Cut by Sutton. And he's able to get this down to the 13. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Here's Nix to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, And now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Now Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now a point after to bring it back within one score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth.
The score, Bengals 35, Broncos 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Burrow to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Running on second with Moss. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. They did it! He made the interception! Levi Wallace with the INT. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
All or nothing, they'll run it. But he won't make it. Had to go for it. That was for the tie, but they will still trail after the touchdown. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The home teams and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Got his target, it's Higgins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals up by just a couple of points. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff right for Moss. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll look to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Moss with it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Moss with another carry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1 yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.